Hey, good morning. So here I am down at our shop, and I thought I'd notice here is some of our new board and batten. Notice the embossing there. So we recently kind of cleaned up this side door. Have some of our products that we have here. Let me flip this around so you can see some of our elbows that we made. Look at this downspout with the embossing on it. Really is pretty cool. All different sizes, offsets, gutter, and that type of thing. Over here we have some of the profiles we've made, from drip edge to Z channels to solar purlin, outside corner, ridge cap. Here's some of our flush wall panel, our soffit. Again, this is what the board and batten looks like, where it locks in there. Standing seam, snap block, so forth. So here we go out. That's the newest addition. And this used to be called the new building till we built that a year or so ago. So let's go in and let's take a look around. We might find some interesting machines, and we'll see if cut off. So hopefully the internet will stay on. So here is a double hemming machine, and you can crank it in and out right here, and it'll put a double hem on that. So that's getting ready to go out. Right here is one of our slitters. Again, this is a 5-foot wide slitter. You got the foot control, and over here the hydraulic and the controller for this, which does two different profiles. Here you can see it's a siding machine, and you can do the embossing or the regular siding on that. Over here, one of our standing seam panel machines, and you can see here it's has a board and the batten profile here, and this is variable width depending on the width of your coil. Right here you can see one of our downspout machines. It has a computer controller, and it can make downspout. It can also make elbows A and B, because on the end of that we have these downspout dies. So you just pull this table back and you can do that, and then you can crimp there. So all these machines are getting ready to go out. This here line that we have here, isn't this interesting stuff? You have the decoiler, the power decoiler, going through the stamper, which actually stamps the holes in it, and then it goes through the series of rollers for a leaf guard, and then that's the shear right there. So that's working. Over there is half-round machine, half-round gutter machine. And going on, you can see we have various stages of our SS4E Pro. Here you can see the shear before it gets the very end dies, and we're tuning this up with a series of rollers. Another one getting going here, and this one actually is the hydraulic version of our standing seam roof panel machine, and you can see the hydraulic motor here. This is where the PLC controller is in the box, and has a hydraulic unit. This is the embossing machine, and maybe I can pull the cover off of here, and you can see the embossing rollers, and then it goes through a series of leveling rollers. So that one's sold, getting ready to go out the door. You can see a variety of our parts and materials and that type of thing. There's our Econo standing seam roof machine, and then here is another hydraulic version. And we have the hydraulic, either electric. We also have it for gasoline powered for portable. So this is got here the looks like the 1-inch mechanical seam. And over here we have some 10-foot wide decoilers, and companies that make trailers, like for 40-foot trailers, they use these for their big wide coils of material. And then we have some of the shorter ones there. This is our SS4E getting ready to go out the door. We call this our Cybertruck way of packing it to protect it from fork truck drivers. And then we go out here to our more part of our warehouse. We love having our 10-ton overhead crane. This here is a spinning machine, which is getting ready to go out. Similar to a lathe, but it's for spinning different metals. This is a huge, I think this is a 10-ton hydraulic decoiler and recoiler, and with the hydraulic lift. So you can see how we're getting ready. This is our inventory, our parts. This is a sold machine getting ready, and with our Cybertruck roof on it. Here's more standing seam machines, downspout machines in inventory, decoilers in inventory. Here we have we sell a plasma cutting table. We have the Econo, again, this is one of the Econo machines, ag panel machine. So you can see, and in the back we have the lifts. One's the track and one's with the wheel. So that's what it looks like here at Liberty. And so if you need a machine, here is getting ready to go out the door, a curving machine for if you want a radius corner on your roof panel. That's a machine that can do that. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff. This is a pretty interesting little machine here. We put an expandable arbor here, and then this has a motor. It can actually feed through with this drive. It's got slitting wheels, and then you just cut it off like that. So very simple, but really, really useful for things. So that's just this warehouse. We have not looked at the other two warehouses, but it gives you a little bit of idea. Here we have TDC machines, TDF machines. We have lock forming machines. So we have actually quite a lot of stuff you can do. Here's parts for our backhoe, some of our spare parts that we have, and we are getting ready for another day of work. Oh, here you can see this is actually a manual. See, you can feed this manually like that, and then you can cut it off like that. So that's quite useful for many shops to have, and something that we design. So what else you want to see? That's about all. So I'll let you go. Take care.